just do it. That's what we're going to be discussing here today. You know, so many of us wake up every morning and we tell our loved ones, we tell our friends, we tell ourselves, hey, I want to improve my situation. I want to do this by the time I die. I want to raise enough money to buy a house. You know, and all these goals are all accomplishable. But how many of us just talk and we don't actually take the steps and put in the work to get there? That's why the thought of just doing it means a lot. Because think about it. When you talk about your goals, how many of you actually feel a little bit of that gratification and that satisfaction just by speaking about the goals instead of actually going out there and doing it? And how many of us at that point know that we want to get it done, but don't really have the energy after we speak about it, or that same motivation that we did before telling someone? That's a natural occurring thing. When you talk about your goals, you start to understand and think about how awesome it would feel if you were to accomplish them without actually accomplishing them. It's interesting because it kind of takes that same determination, that same motivation away from you. That's why if you keep your goals to yourself, you'll have more of that drive to accomplish what you need to accomplish. Think about it. You know, instead of saying you want to buy that house, don't tell anyone. Just do it. Instead of talking about getting your master's degree, don't talk about it. Enroll yourself in those classes. Just do it. You want to buy a new car, don't say you're saving up. Save up to yourself. Know what you're doing and just do it. Because that's the thing, is when you go out there and you accomplish all these things, no one really needs to know what your next move is but you. You need to be determined in yourself, focused in yourself, to go out there and realize your dreams, because every dream that you have that's created in the mind can be created in real life, and it's all obtainable. That's the thing. And by just doing it, you will accomplish it. That's one of the main things I want to get across here, is that nothing is unobtainable. You know, too many people are all talk, less action. And that's kind of one of the lessons I want to teach you here, is less talk, more action. You know, it's the exact opposite of what I just said. I always said when I was 17 I wanted a Chrysler 300. And for years, you know, I bought new cars and I never bought that Chrysler 300. But recently I thought to myself, I was saving up for a new car, and I thought, this is the car I wanted. I'm going to do it. I'm going to find out what I need to make that down payment. I'm just going to do it. You know, when it came to me looking for a new job like I've been doing, I don't really need to sit there and think about what I need to do it. You take those steps, you make that resume, you put that application out there, and you just do it. You know, because the thing is, the moment you start thinking about it, is the moment you start second guessing what might happen. And that's where the anxiety comes in. That's where the loss of motivation comes in. No. What you need to do is just go with your first instinct. If you want to skydive, don't think of the consequence. Just do it. Book that lesson. Book that experience. Just go. If you want to go to Canada, if you want to go to Mexico, if you want to travel, do whatever it takes to make you happy. Never second guess yourself, and never really speak to others about it, because the moment you start letting other people's opinions into your decision, into your goals, all of a sudden that's not your goal anymore, because they'll throw their 2 cents and they'll tell you why you shouldn't do it. And you don't need that negativity. You don't need the people to tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing. Whatever you want to do, guys, think about it. Understand what you need to do to get there, and just do it. Something just as small as going to the gym in the morning, or as small as making waffles in the morning. Something just as big as being a household name. You know, leaving yourself a legacy. Doing something that people are going to remember you by. Some of these might be bigger than others, right? But at the end of the day, what's the difference in making those waffles in the morning and becoming a CEO of a company? The CEO of the company may have more steps, and making the waffles may be easier. But the waffles you're just going to do because you realize that you know you can do that. Hopefully. I mean, some of us might not be good waffle makers. I'm not, I'll admit that. But you just do it. The CEO of that company, don't second guess what it's going to take to get you there. Just get there. You know, by never attempting, you've already failed. But when you attempt, you only fail if you give up. You know, every goal, as I mentioned, is obtainable. Some of it you might not get to as quick as the others, but you can do it. Whatever your hopes, whatever your goals, whatever your desires are, just do it. No one is going to stop you but yourself. Remember that. Just do it.